Hey zombies, it's Jeremy. I'm here with Echoes of War. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Can you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, Mike, vocalist, guitarist.
Josh, guitars and backup vocals.
Kyle on drums.
I'm Matt, and I play the skin flute.
Or the bass, kind of the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
So how you guys doing? So what have you guys been doing 2018? Tell me about your 2018, and we'll start with that.
All right, well, we've been pretty much trying to get stuff together. We've been writing a lot, trying to get a bass line for an album, and planning on going into the studio and hitting it pretty hard once we get everything down. Been trying to put out, as much stuff, as much content as we can. We've been doing a lot of shows lately just to try and get our name back out there because it's been,
It's been a little bit.
been a while,
Yeah.
yeah. So, just kind of here and there stuff, anything we get offered, I guess.
Right. So when's the last time? When's the last time we saw you out on stage? I think I was there the last time, but I just can't remember when it was.
Yeah, it's been a while. We kind of took a little break there during the colder months. I mean, obviously it's still cold now, but yeah.
You've got beards. Well, you got.
Yeah. Well, my
kinda.
face is warm.
All right. Well, you're the only one. You're kind of there.
Yeah, yours is gone. What happened?
Bass players are always cold.
Yeah.
So, so you guys are working on getting an album together. So you don't have anything previous, right?
Well,
Well, I mean,
Technically,
previous with Echoes of
no,
War.
no, nothing.
Okay.
previous, yeah.
So do you guys have a studio picked out where you're gonna record?
Well, we kind of have our own, I guess. I mean, back in the old days when we did Strikken stuff, we would always record it. We had our own kind of makeshift studio, all kinds of stuff, just kind of pieced together, and it worked out for what it was. And I mean, I think now we're probably have a little bit more upgraded stuff. I mean, I would say it's a little easier to record a lot of stuff. I mean, the way we're doing it, trying to do a lot of stuff electronically now instead of trying to mic everything up because that's just a pain in the ass every time it does. So
Right. And it's got to be a fuck ton cheaper. I mean, the equipment can't be cheap, but once you buy it, and
Right, yeah,
then you
you
can
have
just
it.
keep on working with
yeah.
And kind of like owning a camera, you could trash it if it sucks and just try it again, and you're not paying $100 an hour or something for studio. I don't even know what it is. It's probably something crazy.
Yeah.
So
It is expensive.
yeah. So we're coming up to the Heartbreakers headbang, and that's just just about 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away, something like that. February 23rd, we've got some of the best bands in Columbus and around, actually further than Columbus, in Ohio, coming to rock your faces off. And these guys are going to be up on stage and rocking your faces off. So, how's 2019 going so far? And what do you guys have going on after the show?
I would say 2019 is going pretty well. I mean, we just started, getting back together again. Trying to polish off the rough edges, trying to get ready for the show, and try to continue to write more stuff so we have more new material whenever we, go out and perform.
Right.
After this, we have what is that? In, April.
April 19th.
Yeah, April 19th. We have a show.
We're at
I want to say
Creek.
you guys know more about this.
Pass the mic.
Yeah, so we got our show at Muddy Creek, April 19th. That's our next lineup show. We definitely want to take some time getting back into the groove after our big break off for the holidays and such. Start writing a bit more, like he said. Hopefully getting basically enough content if we wanted to swap out our entire set we have now, because we have about 5 or 6 songs ready to go now. Hopefully one more by this show. And after that, start piling them on. It takes a little bit, especially for me. I take a lot of time off of writing lyrics and such, so I get out of practice and just get stuck really easily. But luckily, they're there to start putting all the music stuff together, and then once I can put my vocals on that, we'll be ready to fly with some newer things. Hopefully, like he said, getting that album together. That's a big deal for me. I know that.
So you kind of touched on my next question. I was going to ask how you guys do your writing. You guys kind of just hang out at home and just jam together, and then everybody fills in, or do you write most of everything?
I'll say,
Kind of helps when you can play and sing at the same time. So
yeah.
I'm sure it helps.
Well, about a year and a half ago, Josh and I sat down, and I'm pretty sure you did it too. I think I did it 2 months. Every day we would come up with at least one riff that we liked when we were messing around. So we had like 31 riffs each month, and we started putting them together, writing songs, and together we came up with about, I'd say 11, 12 songs musically done. All we need are vocals and solos and such. So that's mostly what we've been working on. Nothing really brand new, but it's a good start.
No, that's a great start. They encourage photographers to do the same thing. Shoot something black and white every day for 30 days, or 360 challenge, or something like that. 365 challenge, and right. So you got to take 5 days off at least. Just 5 days off in a year, and So, what were your previous bands?
So
Tell me about yourself.
So my first band was a band called Regardless of Consequence, and
I remember that.
yeah, I played with them from 2013, and my roommate, who was the guitar player, he deals with schizophrenia, and one day I woke up and I was out of my band. Apparently, I threw myself out of my own band, and then back.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was. There was a rapper in the band. Let's just say that's how old it was, and that started back up in.
Boba Flex had some rappers in the band too, right?
Yeah,
A lot of bands started that.
but 2015, the lead singer, he reached out to me and he's like, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I did that for about a year, and I kind of hated it because there was just too much drama between the guitarist and the lead singer, and too much bullshit. And actually, not many people know this, but Sam Stockdale from Dread Engine reached out to me because there were some things going on with their bass player, and he said, "Hey man, do you want to come play for Dread Engine?" I said, "Well, I'm not that good, but sure, I'll give it a shot." And I really had, because at that point I only played bass for 2 years.
Right.
I self-taught. Thank you. I can't speak. God. But I was like, I've only been playing bass for 2 years, and
Just turn a little red in the face.
it's what makes me beautiful. But anyway, so they gave me a chance, but I had a hard time learning the songs, and it was kind of under pressure, for a band like that, and they just, one day I learned 3 songs, and they came up to me and they're like, hey, we're gonna go with John, sorry. And I was like, okay, I'm not mad, I get it. But after
He's got a really long tongue. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it's there's a picture around here somewhere, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with his tongue.
But anyway, so I made a deal with them to where I could basically get into shows for free, choose which shows I can play songs. Like when Muddy Creek first started building that outdoor stage, I played a song with them, and Luke Porter was singing that night. And I kind of got tired of that, and just a couple years ago, I played with Cryptic. And I don't know if you ever seen him with the dude that was masked and played bass. Yeah, that was me.
Cool. All right. See, yeah, I know a little bit more. Memory's terrible. I'm 36 now, and I've done a lot to just completely fuck it up. So
yeah, I went up to them, and I was into Ghost and Guar at the time, and I kind of wanted to do something similar, and I took it to a whole
is
level.
anybody really actually into Ghost, or is it just like hype? Like actually into Ghost?
I like some of their older stuff. None of the new stuff. I like their concept. I dig their concept, their gimmick. I like it. You know, it's something different. Until all those lawsuits happened, and
I'm just kidding. You could like.
it completely. But yeah, so I created this character, and I went to this band and was like, hey, I want to do this, and they're like, cool, we'll play along. So we played Rock Out Camp Out, and if you ever been to Rock Out Camp Out, it was fucking hot.
Right.
And I wore this long black sleeve T-shirt to cover up all my tattoos. I had this like hood on my face and a mask, and I showed up. It was like 80, 90 degrees. I melted. We played our set right as when the sun's hitting on the damn stage, and played the whole show. Went far away from where everyone was. Just peeled everything off. Stuck my head into an ice cooler, but and unfortunately, they kind of what I want to say is I didn't really show up for practice that much. They
Roundabout way right there.
yeah it's just because they lived so far away from me, and
Yeah.
I don't have a family, but I was trying to start my life because I'm the youngest. I'm
Right.
even the youngest in this band.
Right.
But just one day they're like, well, hey, we're gonna find somebody else, and I was totally pissed.
So are you still the youngest in this band?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it might have been you, but just once you cut that off, it's all baby.
But I was completely pissed, and I was gonna be like a Dave Mustaine and start
Right.
my own band and make my own angry music, and Mike kind of reached out to me and he's like, hey, want to play bass for us? And I was like, sure.
So you've been in since day one?
Yeah.
As Echoes of War?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's like, it's me, Josh, and Kyle. And so everybody says this is Strikken, except I'm playing bass.
Right.
So,
No, it's a fucking great lineup. I mean, everybody loves Strikken, and I think we just wanted to see you out more. But shit happens, and we're just. I know me personally, I'm just glad to see you guys playing together, because when you have a good recipe, you don't fuck with it, unless you're Coke, and then you just ruin everything. So once they took the cocaine out, it was trash. So we got 2018, you're 2019. Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years? How many records, tours? Come on, you just
Well,
throw it out there.
I'll just
Dream
say,
big, buddy.
Going off of what Matt was talking about, how he wasn't able to show up for stuff. One of the things about this band was it was kind of take a step back from where we had Strikken, because it was all do as much as you can, do everything. We're always, if we're not playing, what are we doing kind of thing. We just wanted to take a step back and just take it a little bit easier, especially starting off. But, I mean, since the four of us have been playing out together, it's felt a little bit better, because I just wanted to do stuff every once in a while. But just these three guys are great in the band, and we get along really well. None of us are really pushing super hard for anything, and I like that. There's not that pressure of, I hope they don't leave because we're not getting stuff done. So in the future, I kind of want to get this album done, start working on it a little bit harder, maybe applying my writing a little bit every day, but do it for lyrics instead, and get that knocked out, have us learn them. And once we get the album out, start playing out a little bit more often. Definitely not like once every couple months, but at least a couple times per month or something like that. See how it feels.
Don't oversaturate.
Right. But also keeping in mind that if we start to get burnt out a little bit, we can take a step back. We're all willing to do that without causing problems. I think we're all good on that. Or we can play it a little bit more if we feel it's going pretty well. So I'd say in 5 years, of course, get the album done. Probably have another album by then, but just start getting our name out a lot better as this band, Echoes of War. Putting the other stuff we've done behind us and moving on. Hopefully just getting a name
Right.
in this scene.
It's good that you guys kind of have. Sounds like you guys are all on the same page. It's very easy for people in creative spaces to burn themselves out and burn each other out,
Right.
and push too hard, because I mean you know damn well anything creative, if you push too hard, it's suddenly not fun. You know, editing photos and video, it's fun, but you know, sometimes when you push too hard, it's work. You know, it shouldn't have to be work. It should be, you know, that's why people dream about being rock stars, is because
what you enjoy. Yeah.
it's what you enjoy doing, you know, and people coming to see you and, you know, hopefully buying your shirts and stuff, so you can keep on doing it. As long as you don't vape on them, you know, it's good. So, tell everybody where they can find you. Do you got social media, website, or anything like that?
Yeah, we got the normal stuff: Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, all that. Just Echoes of War or Echoes of War Band if you can't find that. We don't post a whole lot because we're not, super attention-seeking kind of guys or anything, but we like to post little videos, playthroughs, or things like that every once in a while.
Cool.
Yeah. It was another thing where we just don't want to fill out everybody's feed with all of our garbage because see, I tend to see that on my page, but
Quality, not quantity.
yeah, right. Well, not that we put out quality, but we're trying to, and and
Love how modest you guys are.
hopefully a little more in the future though, because I want to start doing a little bit more, being more active. Definitely as we get our album, get some sort of traction, some following. You know, we can.
Get a whole bunch of merch set up too. 'Cause we need to figure out
Merch, photos. We got to do all that stuff eventually.
Maybe a music video.
Yeah, I'd like to do that too. Yeah, it's something I wanted to dip my toe in as well, finding a good program and just messing around with that, because we've always been, especially as this band, but also in the last one, kind of trying to be self-sufficient.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That other one.
In-house.
Yeah. So we try to record everything in-house, but of course, if it comes to it, we can reach outside of stuff. But videos too. I want to look into.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah.
The cool thing about video is you got this idea, even just with music, you hear the music in your head, but it always plays out a video. You know, I'm a visual person, so no matter what I'm listening to, it's playing something visually in my head, even if I'm working. And it's kind of one of those things where if you can create a music video and really just express what the song means to you, or even some people do, it's a really maybe a sad song or something, and they'll take it the other direction and make the video completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's fun to.
It's something we
been
thought.
fans of that.
It's something we thought of.
The goofy kind of video.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, Zombies, you're gonna have to come out and check them out at Heartbreakers Headbang, February 23rd. Echoes of War, Zombie Tap Dance. Take it easy, guys.
Thanks.